Tropical storm Melissa is getting ready to explode into a major hurricane, and that is going to cause big problems. I'm meteorologist Andrew Markowitz, and here's the latest as of Friday, October 24th, 2025. Tropical storm Melissa looks much more organized than yesterday and is barely moving, remaining almost stationary. This is because wind shear, which has so far been the main limiting factor, is subsiding, as indicated by the yellow and green colors. Given that Melissa is currently hanging out in extremely warm waters and will remain there for the next several days, it seems like rapid intensification is a go. Melissa will likely become a hurricane by Saturday morning and perhaps a major hurricane by the end of the weekend. We expect Melissa to peak as a Category 4, but even Category 5 is not out of reach in the right circumstances. Ensemble models are starting to converge, showing a westward track over the coming days before curving sharply to the right, with landfall on the mean favored over Jamaica on Tuesday, October 28th. Then it tracks toward eastern Cuba and southeastern Bahamas. If we look at recent model trends, you can see that there was another shift to the east, which increases the probability of landfall on Jamaica as a major hurricane. Now, Jamaica is no stranger to big storms. We have had several Category 4s make a close approach to the island, most recently Beryl in 2024. Among those, there has been only one major hurricane landfall on Jamaica, and that was Gilbert in 1988, which was a Category 3, and that is the gold standard for destructive hurricanes in Jamaica. But when I look at the data for Melissa, this one looks different, and I think this has real potential to be a serious catastrophe, and here are the reasons why. The first reason is the strength. A Category 4 hurricane has never made landfall on Jamaica, and that is exactly what the NHC is projecting. The duration, this is not a case where it's going to be in one day and out the next. This is going to be several days in a row of heavy rain and tropical storm to hurricane force winds. And the last reason is the angle of approach. All those other storms I showed before, those came generally from east to west. This one is south to north, and based on that angle, it is much more problematic for places like Kingston. In this case, Kingston would be on the dirty side of the storm, and that would lead to stronger surge, which is the most dangerous element of any hurricane. Because this is a very slow-moving storm, we'll see several days in a row of heavy rainfall. The highest amounts are in the purple areas of Jamaica and southwestern Haiti, where we could be seeing as much as 2 or even 3 feet of rain when all is said and done. Not only will this lead to major, if not catastrophic flooding, but it also poses the risk of landslides and mudslides. Additionally, we'll see hurricane-force wind gusts perhaps over 100 miles per hour near the center of the storm in Jamaica, eastern Cuba, and southeastern Bahamas. The way things stand right now for southwestern Haiti, Jamaica, eastern Cuba, southeastern Bahamas, we should be hunkering down and preparing for a major, if not devastating storm. As far as specific instructions of what to do and where to go, listen to local officials, but I will say that if you have the means to evacuate, please do so, and do so by the end of the weekend. Now, Jamaica in particular is bigger than people think. There are over 2 million people that live on the island, so we've got a powerful storm that is going to be impacting a fairly large population. If you have vacation plans or you're going on a cruise to any of those aforementioned areas, I would certainly go ahead and cancel that, and even if you're going like in a couple weeks, there is still going to be a period of recovery, perhaps prolonged. Going forward, I do think this one is also worth watching in Bermuda and perhaps Atlantic Canada, depending on the angle it comes in, but that's very far out. Confidence, I would say, is very low.